Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Lat Bar Lounge, your casual spot for some theme park talk. I know we've been on a little hiatus, but we're back. My name's Bryant.
And I am Ciara.
all right.
Special guest.
Well, co-host, I would say.
Okay.
Um,
I'll
we
take
actually
it. Sounds better.
Well, that's true. You're the co-host.
The co-hostess with the mostest.
So, life got to us where I don't know how many weeks behind we are, but whatever. We're back. That's what's important. Is that we're
Probably about like 10 weeks behind.
yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
But D23 just happened last weekend, so I figured that's a great thing to talk about.
Can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
I feel like they should start it at like 5 p.m.
I was gonna mention that.
Okay. Because like some people are tired. When did it come out? On a week
It was Saturday. At 10 p.m. our time.
Like, please, I'm tucked in bed in my 12th dream.
Well, you didn't. Yeah, you didn't even make it.
Yeah, I didn't make it. That's right. Yeah.
I stood up. I thought this. First of all, this is the first D23 that we've. I guess because we started the podcast, so I figured why not tune into the Horizons panel. Or
I feel like you've always been like kind of.
Yeah, I mean, I've followed like the news and stuff out of like Disney and Marvel and stuff like that, but this was the first time I've watched the D23. I don't know if they streamed it because they do it every other year.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they streamed. Oh, excuse me. I don't know if they streamed it 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
But this time I figured, all right, we started the podcast. They're streaming it on Disney Plus. I'll sit and watch it. I mean, I do like those kind of events. Like I've watched like gaming events that do these kind of things. But as far as Disney, the Horizons event, I also agree. Why was it at 10 p.m.?
Yeah, it was in California.
Yeah, it was.
That makes sense,
to be
actually.
fair.
Yeah.
And I also thought it was going to be maybe an hour. Yeah. I think I was up till like 1 o'clock or something.
Damn. Sucks to suck.
Before we get into it, we got to do the typical follow us on the social medias.
Oh, yes.
Find us at the Lat Bar Lounge on Instagram and YouTube and TikTok.
Yeah.
Subscribe,
We're on it all
that stuff. If you're listening to this podcast and you enjoy what you're listening to, give us a review, a nice review, and listen to our other episodes.
If you don't like it,
you can move on. I
whatever,
guess that's fine. Thanks for listening, making it this far, and then
keep it pushing.
Yeah. Before we also get into D23 news, I wanted to talk about Disney Cruise Line today.
Dun, dun, dun.
There have been rumors that they're going to port one of their ships in New York City, which, as where we are, that would be fantastic.
Listen, let me tell you something.
Mm-hmm.
I will be on a cruise ship every month. You'll have all my money, Disney. You hear me?
Yeah. So that has been the rumor that I've seen on social media. And then today, the Disney Cruise Line social media account posted some like, we're going to make an announcement tomorrow. And they put, I guess, like coordinates. And people are saying that the first coordinate on that list is New York City's coordinates. So let's see what happens tomorrow.
Please, if it's not true, I might cry. I might actually, because I told everyone already that it's happening. I already spread. I was like, they're gonna do it. It's gonna be here. It's coming. But the good thing about this is that we can fill up our popcorn buckets with the churro Mickey waffles, and we could just drive them home, and we'll have a week's worth.
I really hope it's true. I guess we should probably do another podcast about that when it comes out, when the news comes out tomorrow.
If I'm crying, then you know what it means.
All right, so back to the topic at hand here, D23. Now, I just want to say, like I said, I have never really experienced a D23 before. So this is my first impression of the Horizons panel or whatever they call it, showcase. And you made it like a little bit, and then you fell asleep. So I guess a lot of this information.
There was a lot of singing happening. I feel like I was being sung to sleep.
Yeah, I thought it was. I don't know about you guys, but I found it very awkward. I thought maybe okay, fine. The theatrics, it's Disney. The opening number, they did a lot of parks references within that opening number. Fine, but I felt like throughout the show there were actually a lot of musical performances throughout the show, which I will mention to you because I know you haven't seen it. But it was so awkward. I don't know. It was just really weird. I thought it was gonna be like a showcase, kind of like.
I also thought that, like when they stand up there to announce like the new Samsung.
Yeah,
I
right?
pictured like
That's what
Walt
I thought.
walking out and like telling us all the new stuff.
Yeah,
was
what
gonna
I thought
happen.
it was gonna be too. So now I nitpicked a few, not nitpicked, sorry. I cherry picked. It's about the same thing, whatever.
Yeah.
I picked a few things that we could talk about because, the things that we would be interested in, and I know some of this news will be news to you. So I'll just go through some of the things announced for our Disney Horizons event, and then maybe for you guys listening, it's news for you guys also, even though it's been like a week. Anyways, so of course they talked about the Carousel of Progress update, which I'm all for the update. I like that they're at least keeping the spirit of an old ride, and they're just bringing it to a new whatever. I know we've had a past episode about it. So
It's nice to know that we have YouTube that has videos of the old ride. So when we tell our children, in my day,
yeah, back in my day,
it used to be from this year to this year.
To the 80s and 90s.
Oh my goodness. Let's pull up the tubes. And then we'll watch the video together.
I wonder if it'll still be YouTube or if it'll be something else.
The tubes.
So like I said, I'm going to go through this in no real order. Next up, this isn't really for us, but I know you and I kind of discussed it. And I think in the last episode, we talked about, maybe they should update Space Mountain because it's like a backbreaker ride for us. So we're no longer riding Space Mountain.
Oh my God, yeah.
So they announced that it's not really pertaining to us, but in Space Mountain, the Space Mountain in Paris is getting rethemed. Like they're doing this whole new theme for Space Mountain, and also in Tokyo Disneyland, they're getting their own retheming of Space Mountain. So I'm hoping that this theme keeps going, and they're gonna update the rest of the Space Mountains. I think they said they were updating the Disney World Space Mountain, not at this D23, but I thought they mentioned it like a week before or something. I think like maybe right after we made the episode. I think I heard they were updating Space Mountain, which would be nice because I feel like it's an iconic ride, and of course because of our backs we don't really ride it anymore. But maybe with an update and a smoother track, it could be something that we ride.
I agree with that. Maybe. I mean, I heard the one in Disneyland Paris doesn't go upside down. So I feel like that would help, with the gravitational pull. And
wait, does the Space Mountain that we have go upside down?
I think so.
I don't. I'm not sure.
I kind of like. I feel like I'm just holding my spine intact the whole time I'm.
Yeah, I thought
on
that
it.
was just like because of the track was really bumpy. I don't know. All right, well, you let me know. I will continue. So next up, this does actually pertain to us. And it's that they're updating Spaceship Earth.
Oh, it doesn't go upside
in
down.
Epcot. Oh, okay. Oh, so it doesn't. Oh, so it's just like a really bumpy track, right?
I guess so.
So I hope they update the track.
I'm going to have to watch it with the lights on later.
So like I said, Spaceship Earth is getting an update, which is kind of nice because I feel like that also needs.
Well, what are they updating exactly?
So they said that the theme currently for Spaceship Earth is about communication, right? Like how we learned, how like basically like language and stuff and information evolved over time. But I think now they're going to update it to like human connection. So instead of like how like we connected together as humans, I'm hoping that also means that they're going to update, because the ending of Spaceship Earth, when you go backwards and you do the little touchscreen thing,
It worked for me last time.
Well, I feel like it's really outdated. Like the things that they're talking about could be updated. So I'm hoping that's it. They didn't give too many details. They actually didn't give a timeline on when this will happen. They just said that they're going to update Spaceship Earth. And here's another thing about this D23 that I have a problem with. They announced a lot of stuff and then didn't say when it was happening. They just said, hey, this is getting an update. No timeline. So this is a big theme for the Horizons thing, was this is a thing, no update. For example, another one is they're redoing Tomorrowland in Disneyland. Like they're gonna redo the whole land, I guess, to update it. Okay. Also, no timeline. They just said they were doing it. So like we don't know when that could happen. 2 years from now, 10 years from now, we have no idea. They just said they were doing it.
Well, I heard that they were also doing like the Coco Land.
Yes. So in Disneyland, right? Is it Disneyland?
Yeah.
I forgot. Yeah, they're doing the first ever.
We
Coco
were
Land.
looking into going to California.
Yes.
And doing the Oogie Boogie Bash. And a lot of people, when I was doing research on it, was saying that they've gone every year and they're taking out one of their like top shows or parades. Can't remember the name of it, but it's the top one. And that if it's your first time going, just save it for another time, because you're kind of missing like the highlight of the whole show. And yeah, that like kind of, I guess, persuaded us to wait a little bit. I mean, I would still go. I feel like we'd still have a good time. But the if they're saying like you're not gonna get like the top shows that most people go for, then I guess it's better to just wait. But now I'm thinking like if they're gonna redo Tomorrowland.
Yeah, but we don't know.
Is it Tomorrowland?
Yeah,
okay.
It's Tomorrowland.
But if and when they do that, it will also interfere with like the future of these special parades and events that they have.
Yeah, you actually bring me. That's a good segue for this. I did not have on the list, but because you brought it up, during the Horizons event, they mentioned that for Disneyland, that they're bringing back something called Dreams Come True Nighttime Spectacular, World of Color Nighttime Spectacular, and Magic Happens Parade, which got a lot of like audience praise. So I don't know. I mean, I guess that's good news that they're bringing these like entertainment stuff back. But once again, we've never been to Disneyland, so I didn't have it on the list for us to talk about because, you know, either way, it's a new experience for us. So it's not like something that we've seen and that they're bringing it back.
Yeah.
So I didn't have that on here.
We don't know what we're missing.
Right. Speaking of new lands, though, I can go through a few different things. I'm going to go through the stuff outside of what we experience, just because I think this is really cool. So the Hong Kong Disneyland is getting their own Avengers thing, which I think would be pretty cool. It's supposed to be like Stark themed and whatever. I didn't look at too much details, but I think that's cool. And another thing that I thought was really interesting, and that now it makes me want to go so badly whenever they open it. Shanghai Disneyland is getting a Spider-Man land, like specifically cool. Spider-Man with a Spider-Man roller coaster, and I love me some Spider-Man. So like when they announced it, I was actually getting really excited. I was like, "Oh, Spider-Man!" Like
this is what you were doing while I was asleep.
Yeah, I was getting hyped up for Shanghai Disneyland. What else? Disney California is getting an Avengers Campus expansion. They get 2 new rides, which I think were really cool. They have something called the Avengers Infinity Defense, where actually Robert Downey Jr. has reprised his role as Iron Man to be like a part of this ride, which I think is cool. And he also reprised it for the other ride. I think it's like an Iron Man like flight kind of ride. So those 2 things will be new at Disneyland California Adventure at their Avengers Campus whenever that happens. In Disneyland Paris, they're doing the first ever Lion King themed ride.
Nice.
It's basically a flume ride. I imagine it's like Tiana's, but Lion King.
I love that.
Yeah. So I think that's really cool. Like Tiana's, but Lion King.
I want that here.
I know. Yeah, when I saw the art for it, I thought it was pretty cool. But yeah, that's going to be in Disneyland Paris. Okay, so I'm going to bring it now back around to stuff that we will experience because we're mostly Disney World people. They announced some info on the the Disney Animal Kingdom Tropical Americas expansion. So we're getting we already kind of knew this, but in place of Dinosaur that they closed off, they're putting an Indiana Jones ride. They call it Indiana Jones and the Myth of the Jade Serpent. I assume the track is going to be very similar to Dinosaur. That ride, they're just probably going to
honestly don't remember that ride. We only did it once, and I feel like it hurt.
Yeah, it was very bumpy, but
like a jerky kind of ride.
But do you remember the Indiana Jones ride when we were in Disney Sea? I think it was Disney Sea.
Yes, which also really hurt.
Yeah. So I think it's going to be similar. They're just retheming it. I
hope that they make the seats bigger.
Yeah.
Like my legs were to my chin. Like my knees were to my chin.
Oh yeah.
Because like it was really the seating for rides in Japan felt a little smaller, a little snug on certain rides.
Yeah.
For like taller people. Like that one ride where you go underwater.
Yeah, the 1,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
Oh my god, I was like, it was so claustrophobic.
That was very.
Yeah, I was like, oh my god, get me out of here. I didn't even have fun.
Yeah, that was
just
crazy.
Like, get me out. But yeah, the I remember the Indiana Jones. Jesus Christ, Indiana Jones ride. In Disney Sea, and I remember like holding on to the steering wheel, and then when I let go, my hands were black.
So I think it'll be the same, just different theme, like a different storyline. But they did say that Harrison Ford, for the first time, will be like the model. Like he's actually they're using his actual face as the model for the animatronic. So I think that's pretty cool. A little.
I'm excited for future animatronics.
Right. Yeah. Me too. So continuing on this Animal Kingdom Tropical Mares expansion, they showed something called excuse my butchering of this pronunciation. El Carrusel de los Animalitos.
Boo.
It's basically they have a carousel, right? And each of the little like ride things is like a different animal from, across Disney animation. And they showed that each one, obviously for merchandise, and I'm sure the Disney collectors out there, each one is going to have like its own little figurine also that you can buy.
Okay.
So if you want to do that, that's pretty cool. I mean, you and I, we're not really carousel people, but
we could be.
And then the last one is they showed off the Encanto attraction, Antonio's Fiesta de Encanto. It's basically gonna be a trackless ride like Mickey and Minnie's, but you're gonna go through like Casita. So I think that should be pretty cool.
That should be really cool.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be really cool.
Because you're gonna go through like the different rooms.
Yeah. And,
yeah, that's
see
sick.
The house and stuff, and I'm sure they'll do like their Disney magic stuff with the house moving around you and stuff.
That sounds really cool.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be really cool.
Where is that gonna be at?
That's at Animal Kingdom.
Animal Kingdom needs more.
Yeah.
Definitely needs more to it.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be cool. And then in Magic Kingdom, they showed off a couple of the concept stuff for Piston Peak, which is a Cars land that's gonna be there. They showed off 2 of the Cars rides. One's called Miss Fritter's Daredevil Spin Along. They didn't really describe what the ride will be like, but they said that there will be a bus-sized animatronic.
Whoa!
So I think that's gonna be cool to see. I don't really know the name of the thing. Sounds like it's gonna be a spinning ride, like maybe I imagine like
the Men in Black ride.
No, not the Men in Black ride. I was imagining like the alien saucer ride in Toy Story Land.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's fun.
I kind of imagine it like
that.
That
ride was so much fun.
But with
I didn't realize how fun it was until we rode it again, and I was like, whoa.
But that's what I imagined it would be like, but just Cars themed and a big bus animatronic. The other one is going to be called Cars Ridge Run Rally, and honestly, by the description that the guy was explaining what this ride is about, you're basically riding in a car and they're like racing through this valley, right? But it sounds like it's going to be one of those, like, if we're going to break our backs on this ride. Because he mentioned, like, the bumpiness and stuff. And I'm like, well, that's not, like, that doesn't sound like fun.
Yeah, like, I've never been the type to enjoy, like, bumper cars, right? Because, like, at that point, like, I'm suing you. I don't know. I just feel like, give me your car insurance info. This is crazy.
Yeah, he mentioned like you're gonna go through like at the beginning, and it's gonna be like a little bumpy. You're gonna go through some hills and stuff, and then you go up this mountain, whatever, down. And then he was talking about how at the end it's gonna be like really bumpy, and I'm like, oh, that.
What is that one? Oh, it's the Fast and Furious ride I'm thinking of.
And Universal.
Yeah. Sorry, I keep going to like Universal, thinking of cars.
Mm-hmm. All right, and then so we got some information on Monstropolis. The two things I want to highlight for the Monstropolis land. Which looks like it's well under construction. They showed like
finishing it earlier than expected.
Yeah, it's gonna be 2027. They're gonna have a sushi restaurant, Harryhausen's sushi restaurant.
I didn't know this.
Yes. Do you remember where Mike and Celia go on their date into that sushi restaurant with the octopus?
Okay.
I don't know if you call. So that restaurant is gonna be there, and they're gonna have the animatronic, the octopus animatronic in the restaurant, like doing stuff.
That's sick. Oh yeah. It's coming back to me. Yeah.
So I think that's gonna be really cool.
That is really
immersive.
Cool.
Yeah, really immersive.
Ooh, and I love sushi.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure it's gonna be packed though. I wonder if it's gonna be like reservation based.
We'll give it a few years.
Yeah. And then we got a little bit of information on the ride, the Monsters Inc. ride, and from how they described it, you're basically like, I guess you're the doors, because you're gonna go up 40 feet in the air, and then be launched, and that like, like I hate heights. I don't know about going straight up.
I wonder, is it gonna be like a shoot up?
It looked
like in what span of time are you reaching from 0 to 40?
When they showed the concept of it, it looked kind of fast. 40 feet, like it looked pretty fast when they lift you up. So I don't know, but I'm still excited. Still excited for it. The Monsters Land, pretty cool. They said there's gonna be a theater show, and they did like a walk around of the. They were still construction, but they were kind of doing like a walk around of the area and showing what things will we wear. Mm-hmm. So it's coming along.
I wonder what the snacks are going to be like.
Ooh, yeah.
I'm sure they're going to have like some funky snacks. Like you'll be able to drink out of those Scream tanks.
Ooh, yeah. Oh, that'd be cool. That would be cool. Mm-hmm. All right. And then next up is they talked about Villains Land. They basically announced that the official name is Villains Land. I thought that was like...
Well, it's a little weak. I thought that was like the pre-announcement of like it was the plan name.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, they said it's officially going to be called Villains Land.
It's like telling someone, I'm going to open a clothing store, and the name of it is Clothing Store.
Yeah, but I think it's fine, because all the other lands there, it's like Frontier Land, Adventure Land. So like, I guess Villains Land is fine. Tomorrowland, you know what I mean? So Villains Land is fine.
I would name it like the Dark Land.
The concept
Land
art looks pretty cool. They had a story. The storyline is pretty much like there was a wishing well there, and someone made a wish so evil that it corrupted the wishing well, and it's spewing out all this like evil energy.
Girl, that's literally Disney Dreamlight Valley.
Yeah.
We're all like the Dreamlight.
But that's like the storyline there. There's gonna be a Maleficent coaster, which looks really cool. I'm gonna have to show you all this like art stuff afterwards. Okay. And then there's gonna be an Evil Queen dark ride, with like the magic mirror. It's like a boat ride. Mm-hmm. I imagine it's gonna be similar to, the Navi River Journey, where you're like in a boat and you're going through, and there's gonna be like a combination of real life stuff and screens, as you go.
Is it gonna be for that? Is it gonna be like actual Snow White? Like the classic Snow White, or is it going to be a newer version?
I mean, it looks animated stuff.
Okay.
But it is just concept. I think it's like I think it's gonna be all the animated things, because the way that they depicted at least like Maleficent stuff was like their animated, their animated version. They also this is also one of the awkward things that they did at D23. So. Or at the Horizons event, while they were doing this Villains Land announcements and stuff, they brought out Glenn Close as Cruella de Vil, like she was in her character. But like, I don't know, like they did some weird bit where they were talking about, like she was talking about like, oh, how come Maleficent and Evil Queen get a ride and blah blah blah, and it wasn't very clear what the point of that was. Mm-hmm. Like, is Cruella also getting a ride? Or some kind of attraction here, or what? Because they just kind of had her come out and then just kind of like be Cruella, and it was like, oh, cool, she reprised her role. She's Cruella, and now, but like, why? Why did they do this?
Maybe they're hinting at something.
It didn't really make sense, but it was kind of strange.
I mean, the villains are known for always complaining about the other villains getting like more recognition or who's been through it the most, right? And that's what their whole show is about. So I guess like it's kind of funny, even if she's not getting anything, that she like comes out and complains because like maybe they just want a special guest.
No, I mean that was basically this whole wait till I tell you this next part.
Oh,
wait till I tell you.
Excuse me, I spoke too soon.
So one of the last updates they talked about in this Disney Horizons showcase thing was Expedition Everest. They announced that they were gonna fix the Yeti, which some people are like, well, you should fix the Yeti because it hasn't been working, right? Like it's supposed to basically like reach out and grab you, but they replaced it with like a strobe light, so they call it Disco Yeti, so it just kind of flashes to give an effect. But like, so people were saying like, I mean, that's not really an announcement, right? Like you should be fixing it. Like that shouldn't have been like oh, here, guess what? We're fixing the Disco Yeti, like a big, like they try to make it into a big deal, and after they said this, they brought out Gloria Gaynor to perform "I Will Survive." Like it was so random, it was so weird.
Oh.
It was so weird. It was like I can't even explain it. It's something you have to have seen.
Now that I fell asleep.
I was like, what's going on? Like, what is this? But yeah, anyway, so they're fixing the Disco Yeti animatronic that's been broken for years.
We definitely saw it the first time we went together, right?
Yeah.
I can't really remember.
Yeah, I mean it's there. I mean, great for me. Great, you're fixing an animatronic that has been broken for years, but I don't know why they made it a spectacle when it's just like. And also why the performance? Like that was just really like random. It was so random.
It just feels a lot like they're trying to like call out these celebrities to come and perform.
Yeah, I know. I just don't. It doesn't make sense. Like it didn't make any sense. And they had. Oh man, I don't have it in my notes here, but they had a lot of awkward like in between celebrity like interactions with Neil Patrick Harris and like whatever celebrity, whoever else they had to come and like do a bit. It was just so weird. Like it was so awkward. It would have been much better, I think, if it was like, here's some engineer or Imagineers that worked on a ride. They come out, they'd be like, hey, guess what? This is a ride we've been working on. This is what it's gonna be like. This is when it's coming out. Here's some details. And
yeah,
then,
why so vague?
Like, yeah.
And then also like performing too much.
Yeah, it was just too much performing. This pertains to us. It's not really well, I mean, it pertains to a lot of people, but because we're big fans of this, they did have someone come out and talk about Disney Cruise Line, which I thought was really cool because we're into the Disney cruises. They basically said there's going to be 3 new ships by 2029. These
Woo-hoo.
3 new ships are going to be like a mid-size ship. So these ships are going to be in between like the Disney Magic class of ships and then like the Disney Wish class, which are like the really big ones. So they're gonna have like a middle-sized ship,
Nice.
And they're hoping that I think they said they're gonna have 13 total ships by 2030. I think.
Wow.
So I think they're gonna have a lot of ships. So I was really hoping they would talk about the like where they would port out of, but that's kind of all they said during the Disney Cruise Line like section.
I was gonna ask you that too.
Yeah, they didn't really say much. I was like on the edge of the seat. I was like, come on, talk about New York. So, like, say it.
I feel like, do you think that for New York they will bring like, because previously it was the Magic and the Dream, right?
I think
and then
so.
the christening for the Treasure happened in New York. But do you think that they'll do the Magic and Dream out of New York, or do you think that they'll, I don't know, put different, because like I feel like we already did those.
Yeah, we already did the
like,
Magic and Dream.
Not that I wouldn't do them again, just that I feel like I want to do newer ships or the ones we haven't done yet. So I feel like if those are the only ones coming out of New York, I'd probably fly to Fort Lauderdale or Orlando and just do a different one. But then again, I'm also thinking those are smaller ships. They're the ones that are on the smaller side, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like if you're going to put those ships in New York and it's going to be longer days at sea to get down, right?
Well, we don't know what the destinations will be, right? Because it could be like they could go up to Canada.
I guess, but wasn't it previous? I mean, like, I have to look it up, but I assumed previously when those ships were departing from New York that they were going down to the islands.
I heard
I'm not too
that
sure.
it was. I only did some brief reading, but I heard it was Bermuda, I think.
Oh, okay. Where's that?
It's an island in the ocean.
I know about the triangle, but I don't know about where it's located exactly. I'm not too good with the water.
I heard it was Bermuda, and I think someone else might have said that it did a closed loop, like you would just go out to sea and come back. I'm not sure how true this is. I haven't done too much research on the.
Oh, it's like over there.
Oh,
It's that way.
huh.
But it's like not. It's not down. It's like
Right.
that way.
Uh-huh.
Like if you're like in New York and you're laying on the floor, right? Where your head is to Canada and your feet are down south, then like it's to your left.
Yeah, east.
Oh yeah.
Why are you making
Not
that?
good with this kind of
that
map
metaphor.
stuff.
So yeah, people said the New York cruises would go out of Bermuda. Okay, so here's my thinking, right? Because I did read people were talking about their theories or whatever, because they have different ships porting at different locations, and they said like, oh, so and so is going to Alaska and so is going to Europe, like the ships. What I'm afraid of, not afraid of, because I guess either way it's good news, but what I'm afraid of, I'll just use this term, is that so they announced the new ships, that they're gonna have 3 new ships, and that I'm wondering if they're gonna port one of the new ships in New York, and this announcement that'll happen tomorrow is just like, these are the locations that the new ships will be at, but we're not gonna get the new ships till like 2029. So that's what I'm afraid of. What I hope for is that we get one of the Wish class ships in New York, so you and I can experience a newer ship, because we've only been on the small ones.
Yeah.
So I would hope that's the case, and that's probably possible because, like you said, the Treasure was christened in New York, which means that it's capable of fitting there, right? Like they can fit the big ships in New York.
Do it.
So I would hope that's the case, but I don't mind if one of the smaller ships are there, because like it just gives us easier access for a Disney cruise experience.
Yeah.
So I don't mind that either. And I really enjoyed the magic. Like I
thought it was great.
We only did the magic and dream, but I really enjoyed the magic.
I will, cause I don't want to, I don't want to get into it, but I felt like and I don't know if it was because it was our first time, but I felt like the performances that were like the send-off performance or like the pirates performance, I don't know, it felt a little more magical. I don't know how else to explain it than that. Like the sail away party was very not the sail away party, the one where we're coming back home,
the good night one,
the good night one.
I
Yeah, I felt like that was like the on the dream, it was a bit underwhelming, which we've probably said before. But yeah, I just feel like we were standing there for a long time, and I don't remember there being confetti.
I don't think there was.
I don't know.
But yeah, there was something about the magic. Like you said, maybe it was because it was our first cruise, but I really liked the magic. I think if I were to compare the two, I mean, the Dream is great. Like for those of you who are looking into Disney cruises or whatever, the Disney Dream is a great cruise. I actually really like the layout of the Dream as far as the adult section that they had there. And I liked that the Dream had this like scavenger hunt thing on board. That was really fun. The Magic did not have that.
I like that too.
But I don't know. Just like there was something about the Magic was like really nice. So yeah, but like I said, I'll take any cruise that will port in New York, because that would be great for us. That would just be a great access.
To be honest, like the second they announce it, we're booking it.
I mean, it's gonna have they're announcing it tomorrow. Oh, you mean the New York thing? No, they're doing some kind of announcement tomorrow. But you're talking about if they announce
the New York thing.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, I'll keep an eye out on what the announcement tomorrow.
Like,
will
I
be.
genuinely feel like, okay, because in my mind I'm like, oh, it's gonna be a longer time at sea, and we're going all the way down south. But I did look it up, and it does say Canada or Bermuda Triangle. So I don't know if that has to be included.
No, it doesn't.
I don't know. So if you like think about it, even though the cruise is like the same, right? It's still a different location that you're going to. There's always new things on the ship that we didn't do previously. So I don't care if it's like the same layout or same dinners, because the one of the dinners that we did, or two of the dinners that we did, I can't remember. Even though the like theming was a little bit different on the Dream versus the Magic, I feel like the food was the same.
Right. I wanted it was like the prince. Usually, it's the princess themed restaurant, like whatever.
Yeah, it was
restaurant is themed
definitely.
after a princess.
It was like whatever Lumiere's had.
Yeah, it was the same as
Was the same as that like.
I forgot what it was called.
Yeah, the fancy schmancy looking one.
Yeah.
Where we sat behind a wall, but
Yeah,
there was a chandelier. If you peeked over the wall, you were able to see it where we sat. But yeah,
and it gives us opportunity we could try like Paolo's, right, on the next time.
I would like, I want to do like something fancier. I really want to do the haunted mansion.
Oh, the haunted mansion parlor. Yeah, I think all the newer ships have that one. So we'd have to.
And like it would be cool to do like the Avengers themed.
Yeah.
Dinners. Yeah. I mean, like there's a lot. I also I want to experience the cruises, even if it's the ones we've been to already. I want to experience the holiday ones, like the Halloween one and the Christmas one. Yeah. Oh, that'd be so sick. Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh, so stay tuned
so please.
Tomorrow.
Please leave from New York.
Yeah,
please.
we might have
Do you
to
want my money or not?
We might have to do an emergency podcast tomorrow based on the news, based on whatever news Disney Cruise Line is releasing. I'll go through it right now because I think I had it posted. They released a post. Let me try to find it. So basically, so Disney Cruise Line and Disney Parks, they put a photo and it says, "Let's coordinate to meet back up tomorrow for a big announcement." And they have coordinates here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They have 6 coordinates and then a cruise ship. So I can only assume that the coordinates have something to do with either where they're going or where they're porting, whatever. Someone did the, they looked up what the coordinates are and where they point to. So it seems like the first one is New York. The next one is St. Martin? I don't know if I'm saying that right. Galveston, San Diego, Castaway Cay, and Port Canaveral.
I'm sick. But Castaway Cay, are they is that where it's going or?
Maybe.
Right, because it can't be leaving from there.
Right.
So it's a bit weird.
That is a bit weird. So I wonder if this is I don't know.
And for the St. Martin one, is that MARTT or TEE?
MAARTEN is how they spelt it, but that might be wrong.
Just trying to locate wherefore art thou, and if my cruise can fit next to this island. It's a Caribbean island. Well, I want to go.
Oh, sorry. So this other one, I might be wrong, but this other one said, if you match the latitudes, the key departure points and destinations includes New York City, Port Canaveral, Galveston, San Diego, Puerto Rico, and Castaway Cay. So it might be.
Those are all down there.
I wonder if it's a new itinerary. Maybe. So I was saying potential reveal, multi-port T strongly suggests an upcoming release of new itineraries and sailings. Maybe. Mm-hmm. Maybe it's a combination of ports and destinations. I don't know.
Maybe.
But that will be. We'll see. We'll see what happens tomorrow. I mean, the only thing sick. I care about is please port in New York, please.
I mean, we'll take whatever you got from there, but
yeah.
Ugh.
Oh, I can't wait till tomorrow now. Anyway, so that basically concludes this episode of our podcast talking about D23 Horizons and our little comeback. So thank you guys so much for listening. You got anything else you want to talk about?
I'm just really anticipating this announcement tomorrow, and I'm really excited, and I hope that my heart isn't broken. But regardless, we still have a lot of future Disney plans ahead of us.
Mm-hmm. Right? So if you like what you heard and you made it this far, thank you so much. We appreciate you.
Much appreciation.
Like,
Thank you.
rate, subscribe to our podcast.
Do all the good stuff.
Yeah, all the good things. Yeah.
Please.
Follow us on our social medias. Once again, that's the Lap Bar Lounge on TikTok and Instagram, YouTube, and hope you guys enjoy the rest of your whatever time it is for you while you're listening to this.
Thank you so much. That was my Mickey Mouse impersonation.
Bye.
Bye.